get started in just a second. We're going to be doing a full body workout today, so we'll get in a little bit of everything. If you want, you can have a mat or towel or something, because we'll be doing some stuff on our knees. Okay, so why don't we get started? So we'll just start. I'm going to be on my knees. You can be cross-legged if you want. Just find a comfortable seat. We're going to go through some head circles first. So circling down, side, back, and side. Again, down, side, back, and side. Good. Really making sure we're just isolating through the head. The shoulders are nice and relaxed. Nice and even. One more. Good. And reversing, we go other side. Back, side, down. Again. Good. And be careful we're not crunching through the neck as we go back. We're still staying long. And one more. Good. Now we'll just do a few shoulder circles. So going back, front to back. Good. Again, we're just isolating through the shoulders. The ribs stay soft. Good. Jaw stays soft. And one more. And reversing, we're going back to the front, back to the front. Good. And one more. Good. Check that out. Let's just circle through the wrist a few times. Really circling as much as you can, getting that maximum mobility through the wrist before we do a little weight bearing on them. And reversing the other way. Good. Shake that out. Let's just do a few arm circles too. So front to back. 2, 3, 4, and reversing back to front. Good. Shake that out. We'll find our tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and just a few cat-cows. So starting with the tailbone to arch, and starting with the tailbone to curve and contract. Good, moving through each vertebrae as we arch, and moving through each vertebrae as we contract. Good. Really feeling the expansion of the shoulder blades as we go through this. And one more. Good. Let's just take a few circles. Juicing up the joints and reversing that. You can make these as big or as little as you want. Good. Now just tucking the toes, hovering the knees for just a few breaths. Feeling the core start to activate. And taking the hips up and back to your downward dog. Good. You can wag the tail back and forth, press through each heel, find stillness, whatever feels best right now as we warm up. Good, and slowly, starting from the tailbone, we're going to roll forward to our plank, shoulders over wrists, and roll back to our downward dog. And again, we're rolling forward to our plank and rolling back to our downward dog. Again, finding the long line at the end, and then finding the downward dog. One more time. Good. Hold here for a second. Let the heels drop a little further to the ground. Let the neck relax. And walk the feet to meet the hands. Find a little forward fold, soft bend in the knees. You can grasp opposite elbows, sway side to side. Let the whole spine feel long. Good, you can grasp hands at the back of your head. Find a little traction in your neck. And release. Good, rolling up. Okay, we're going to start with some jumping jacks. So we're going to do 20 just regular jumping jacks, and then we're going to do 40 really quick jumping jacks. Yeah, and we're keeping fists in our hands to really activate the arm muscles, and we're making sure to bring our arms all the way up and all the way down as we go. Okay, so 20 just regular speed, and then 40 quick. All right, here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Good, soft bounce in the legs as we go through this. 3, 2, 1, and quick. 11, 12, 13, 14. Ten more. And rest. Good, check it out. Relax for a second. Good, we're gonna come down to our back and start a little core series. Okay, so finding your way to your back, you're gonna bring both knees up, finding a tabletop position here. You wanna make sure your legs aren't here or too far out. They're right on top of your hips, and your feet are right in line with your knees. So we're just gonna find this position and hold here for 30 seconds. Here we go. Making sure you're breathing. If you feel any tension in your lower back, you can bring your legs closer together or just hug them in. And then meet us back here when it feels ready. Good. So now, find your hands clasped behind your head, and we're going to do some crunches. So we're going to do 25. Ready? Here we go. And 1, and 2. Good, making sure that our chin isn't too tucked into our chest. We're just crunching from ribs to hips. Yeah, and our head and shoulders are just a reaction. So it's really ribs to hips, bungeeing together, and our shoulders and head are just a reaction coming off the floor. Squeezing legs together as we go. Three, hold Hold the last one, 2, and hold. Little pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 25. Legs stay still, just ribs to hips. 2, 1, and head comes down, arms come down. Extend the right leg up, lower down, come back up, and in for 10, 2, lower down, coming up, and in. That leg is extending away from you as it extends down, really pulling up through the kneecap as we extend. And 3, and 2, and 1. Good, other leg, extend, and lower, up, and bend. 2, long through the toes. That leg that's staying bent, it stays exactly where it is, nice and placed in the hip socket. 3, 2, and 1. Find this position, arms come back behind the head, and we're twisting for 25. And twist. Again, wide elbows, just crunching ribs to hips. "24, 25, other side. Really twist. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Pull the legs in. Shake it out for a second. Good. You can take circles with the legs. Release through the hip socket. Good. And let's slip onto our stomach. Press up into a cobra. Stretch through the front of the body. Good. Feeling the hard work of engaging the core and letting it release for a second. You can wiggle around a bit here. You can look up. Good. And take it back just for a quick child's pose to let it all settle. Good. Okay. Let's do a bit of an arm series now. So we're going to do push-ups in different positions, and each one it's going to be 2 counts down, 2 counts up twice, 2 counts down, 2 counts up, and then 8 one-count push-ups. So da, da. Yeah? And we're going to do that in 3 different push-up positions. So our first one, we come on our knees, we make sure we're really lengthening through the front and back of the body. We find our arms right in front of our shoulders, not up here, not down here. We take them a little wider. We can turn our wrists in, straight, or out. I'm going to do in. And we find our tabletop here. We're going to keep our body exactly how it is, And we're just bending our elbows and lowering our chest to the floor. Yeah? Okay, here we go for 2 counts. 1, 2, and up for 2. And down for 2. And up for 2. 1 count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, we're finding our next push-up position. We're bringing our arms shoulder distance apart. Just a quick extend through the legs, drop the knees where they are, cross the ankles, and push the hips forward, nice line, through the head, through the knees. And we're keeping our elbows in for this one. So here we go, down for 2, and up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2, and on 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, next one, extend through the legs. We're gonna find a full push-up position. Okay, so we're extending through the legs, extending through the top of the head. Here we go, down for 2, and up for 2, and down, and up. Last 2. Good, and finish. Shake it out for a second. Good. Let that release through the arms. Let's take a quick little stretch, arm across the body. Shoulders relaxed. You can wiggle through the fingers for a sec, if that helps you release it. And taking that back. Catching the elbow with the other hand, pulling that across. Good. Finding that on the other side. Shoulders relaxed. And catching the elbow with the other hand. Good, shake it out. Now we'll do our leg series. Last thing, so I'll just show you the sequence first quickly and then we'll go through it together. So you're gonna find your tabletop, and from here, you're just gonna lower your elbows down. Yeah, your elbows are parallel in a nice 11 shape. So we're here. From here, we extend our leg out and lift it up and down. It's parallel, hips are even. We do that 25 times. We do 25 little pulses. From there, we turn and rotate out, hand to hip, leg comes in and out, 25 times, down and up, 25 times, and little pulses for 25. Okay? Here we go. So we're finding our tabletop. Nice long through the back. Our knees are together. We drop our elbows just as they are. Long through the back still, extend the leg, and lifting 1, and 2, 3, 4. Good, hips stay parallel, even hips. No lifting through that working leg on the hips. Good, long through the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, little pulses. Pulling in and up through the abs. Just the leg is pulsing. And turning to the side, hand finds your hip. And we're going in to flex, out to point. 2, 3. The upper body is in cement, it's just the leg moving. And 5, and shoulders stay down and back. And pulsing 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest for a second. Let it settle. Feel the work on that side. And we'll go to the other side. Okay? So, again, we're finding that nice tabletop. Knees are together. Long spine. And we just lower elbows right as they are. Yeah, let me scoot forward a little bit. We extend the other leg back, long through the back, and we're lifting. And 2, even hips, long through that leg, long through the toes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slipping to the side. Good, and flexing in, pointing out. 2. Good, open chest, quiet ribs. Long leg. 2, and 1. Down and up. Really reaching that leg. Just the leg is moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses. Strong through the abs. And rest. Good. Let it settle for a second. Just breathe. Good. All right, let's cool it down a little bit. Stretch it out. So let's take both legs long. We're going to take our right leg, cross that ankle over the left. You want to make sure it's crossed all the way over, no sickling this way. And just feel that release in the leg for a second. We just really worked that piriformis, so just hold here. Good. And if you feel ready, you can stretch forward, grab that front leg, or just stay right here. That's great too. Whatever works best for your cool down. Good. Continuing to breathe through the stretch. Send the breath towards the parts where you feel tension. And let it release. Good. Coming up, finding that leg placed on the floor next to you, and just find a nice little twist. Hook the elbow outside of that knee. and release it, and we'll find that on the second side. You can shake the legs out in between. So crossing the left leg or the other leg, whichever leg you didn't do, across, making sure we're not sickling. And just sit and feel what this side feels like for a second. Breathe into it. And if you feel ready, you can flex that other foot and stretch forward. This side might feel different, so just acknowledge what it feels like and do what it's asking you to do. Good, and coming up, putting that foot down and finding a twist, crossing the elbow across the knee. Good, and release that. Shake it out for a second. Let's just find a nice little stretch through the hip flexor. So cross your right leg all the way behind you, and then find just a nice right angle with your other side. And you can stay up here. You can press through the hips, find the sticky parts, or you can come down to your elbows, or you can come all the way down to your back. Making sure the hips are staying as even as they can as we're down here. And we're not crunching through the lower back. We're still keeping a long lower back, still keeping the abs engaged, so we're not bothering our lower back. Good, and releasing that, shake it out, coming back up, finding that on the other side. So bring the left leg, or whatever side you didn't do, back behind you. Other leg comes to a right angle. Find the stretch through the hip flexor and the top of the quad. And when you're ready, you can come down to your elbows. Really feel that stretch. And if you want, you can come all the way down to your back. Both shoulder blades are evenly on the floor. Trying to reach both hips evenly on the floor. Still scooping through the abs to protect the lower back. Good. And shake it out. Let's just come up and let's just find a couple breaths to finish. So let it all settle. So here we go, inhaling and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad you were able to join in, and I hope you got a good total body workout. You felt your whole body working, and it helps you really embrace the rest of the day. Okay, I hope everybody has a great day. You can find this video on our PDX Contemporary Ballet YouTube channel, along with all the contemporary ballet bars that Briley does. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.